Hi, I'm Juan Michel, and this is the Biz Bio Buzz, where we profile big news happening near you. After a long struggle back to health, following a devastating car accident, Laura Boyle, founder of Lovenjoy Fitness, has developed a passion for helping her clients increase their quality of life through exercise. Having overcome such a crippling challenge, we are pleased to share her inspirational story on the Biz Bio Buzz. So, Laura Boyle, thanks for coming on the show this morning. We've been hearing quite a number of things about you, primarily with regard to your phenomenal success with creating a program at the Gold's Gym called the Skinny Jeans program. Would you like to tell us a little bit about that?
Well, I based the Skinny Jeans program off of a certification that I took there called MC Squared through Free Motion. So it's all based with free motion equipment, and the idea behind it is that you would burn a maximum amount of calories in a short period of time. So it has a low impact cardio component on a high incline treadmill, and then you go to cables, and then you would go to another machine. The one I used was called the Vibro Gym. And what it's meant to do is recruit more of your muscles for whatever movement you're doing. And it's also used as a recovery. So I mixed it up depending on the fitness level of the people I had in my class. So it would either be a recovery or it would be a muscle exercise. And then I would give them a break after that.
Right. So the Skinny Jeans program burnt maximum amount of calories in a minimum amount of time, making it an extremely efficient way to lose weight and or gain definition?
Yeah, the traditional way that sometimes personal trainers are taught is that you do the cardio separate from the weight training. And for a beginner, that's not a problem, especially for somebody who's learning the movements. But nowadays, it's much more efficient if you do a type of circuit training where you're keeping your heart rate elevated as well as doing that muscle and strengthening at the same time.
So what led you into the personal fitness industry?
Well, I have a really great belief in it because I suffered myself from a severe accident. I got hit by a car. And after I recovered from my injuries, I never really felt the same. Like, I always kind of felt like I never felt the same as I did before the accident occurred. And I was constantly living in pain. And I thought that was just how my life was going to be. When I started to exercise again in the gym and go every day, I started to notice a really big difference in how I felt, and I started to feel better. And after a while, I started to feel better than I had ever felt in my entire life.
What type of clients do you work with to begin with?
Well, I mostly work with women, middle-aged, and I do all training that's strength and conditioning with cardio, the same as what I was describing to you before, the Skinny Jeans program. So the idea is to fit as much in to a 1-hour program as possible and to get as much benefit out of that. My main focus is most women are more concerned about strengthening and toning around the abs and the thighs and the butt. So those are kind of the areas that I focus on a lot for the strengthening, and I have a huge emphasis for the core training.
Well, would you say the core muscles account a lot for back injuries or for, back pain?
Absolutely. The stronger your core is and the stronger your back is, the less pain that you will have. And myself personally, working with the people that I've worked with, I've seen it firsthand.
How does it actually make you feel to be so integral a part of people's lives to make them feel better?
Well, there's really no better feeling. It's what I live to do. It's what I've vowed to make my life for, helping other people realize the same thing that I realized. And it's really an amazing feeling when you can help someone and you can watch them, even in their attitude or their mental outlook, how losing weight, for example, can change that person's life, and how much more enjoyment and how much more alive that person can become.
What about those, say, heavyset people who don't feel as glamorous, as slim and trim as you may feel, or they may see other people to be? What do you do for them?
Well, Like, I know how hard it can be when you're first starting out. Like I said, I had to recover from a serious accident where I actually couldn't walk. Never in my life did I really understand or realize how it felt to be deconditioned until that happened to me. I mean, I remember watching the bus, and I got off at the wrong stop. I got off a little early to go to the next stop, and I remember seeing the bus come by and watching, about 10 people get on the bus as I was trying to get to the bus, and I didn't make it. And it was right in front of me. It was about 15 feet away, and I couldn't make that 15 feet for my life because of the injuries that I had, and I felt terrible and unmotivated. And when I started to go back to the gym, I was weak. I was deconditioned. I could barely lift the weights. I remember the lightest set of weights, and I could barely do that for a full set for a lot of the exercises when I started. And the feeling of how your muscles feel kind of when they're sore when you first start out is unmotivating. It makes you not want to go back. But I had lived every day of my life in pain, and so I figured, what have I got to lose? I mean, your body is not meant to carry that weight. So, and it's difficult to lose it. It's difficult because you're tired all the time. And when you begin to exercise in the beginning, you feel more tired. And the important thing to remember is that it gets easier. And that once you lose that weight that you are trying to lose and your body is stronger and you're fitter, it's easier to maintain it. It's much, much easier to maintain than it is to attain.
Right. Because as you work out, you gain muscle mass. And as you gain muscle mass, it increases your ability to break down fat and exercise more, correct?
Yeah. I mean, the more muscle that you have on your body, the higher your metabolism is. So your body has an ability to burn off more calories even during a resting period.
So what kind of advice would you suggest to people who feel a little bit unmotivated, who are sitting at home watching this, thinking that they want to do something, but they just cannot make that first step?
Well, I mean, I would encourage them to pick up the phone and call me, or do anything that's just going to get them started, and for them to remember that it's never too late to become active. It's never too late to start to live your life more healthy, and that sometimes you just need a little bit of motivation or a little bit of help, or you just need somebody there to kind of pull you back up, get you on track, and get you started. And I mean, that's what I do. That's what my job is, and I really live for that. I live to help other people, and not only just to get them started and give them some ideas about how they can live their life better, but to keep them going, and that as they see their goals and as they reach their goals, they form new goals, and they become the best that they can be.
Thanks for coming on the show, Laura.
Well, thanks for having me.
Okay. As you can see, Laura has a passion that she shares willingly with anyone willing to listen, learn, and get off the couch. Thanks for watching the Biz by a Buzz, and be sure to tune in next time.